Today I've had a busy day training clients at the gym and also knocking out mixes in the studio, which I did not get any footage, but I'm getting ready to have my very first session with my homie Dom Chronicles. He's a local artist in the area who's been doing his thing for a long time now. So he actually dates Lindsay Alderman, who you guys have seen on the channel, and her last session he actually came through the studio, and I've been wanting to work with him for a minute, but we just haven't linked up. He's been recording somewhere else, I believe on the Missouri side, and I'm on the Kansas side. But yeah, he's been liking the quality of Lindsay's music. He hit me up and booked a session. So Dom's got really dope music, so it should be a good session. I figured I'd show you guys what I take with me as far as my camera setup to the studio. So as you guys saw in my last video, I'm shooting with the Sony A7 Mark II. Right now I have the kit lens on, but I do have a 50mm 1.8 that I actually use in the studio because it's better in low light. So this is the Sony, I guess, Nifty 50 you can call it. It's a 1.8 aperture, so it does really well in low light. And just as far as like propping the camera in different places to get different angles, I use the Joby Gorilla Pod. I use that, and then this is also like the piece for my tripod. I have a tripod in the studio as well, so I use a combination of these two as far as getting angles in this lens most of the time. If I have my light on in the studio, I'll go ahead and use the kit lens that is on the camera right now, which is a 28 to 70, 3.5 to 5.6. But if I have the lights off and the mood set, then I use the 50. Week or something like that. So
yeah, fiber is it.
Yeah, it should load up real quick.
Yeah, it did. I stayed up till 4 to finish recording this mug.
Really?
Last night? Yeah, because I like to do my music naturally. Like, I don't like it, and since I do it on my own time, I never like finish a full session all the time. So I had half the song done for like a month.
Right.
And then I went back to it. Get this mug in here, bro. This song is like, oh no, this is probably the most complex song I have on my next project. Yeah. So I wanted to knock this one out first.
So you're producing everything on here?
Yeah. Not all of it on the project, but like good portion. I'm trying to do like half.
Yeah.
I just get high and forget. Cause your life is at risk, but it all on the line, and the storm will subside, thinking crazy. Yeah, but it all sounds so true. So looking in the mirror lately, and I see a mountain of proof.
What up, guys? So first of all, I want to apologize about all of the unfocused footage in this vlog. I just realized that I left my camera on manual focus whenever I had it set up on the Joby Gorilla Pod during the recording session. Didn't notice it until just now when I was editing the footage, so my bad on that. But I wanted to make a quick tutorial just showing you guys how I deal with low end in a mix. The song, I was actually really happy with how this song turned out, and I did finish the mix last night, but I wanted to show you guys how I deal with the 808 and the kick in this particular mix and what my strategies are in most mixes. So obviously with a hip hop record, you know, you really want the drums to hit and you want that low end to be right. Obviously, you want that kick drum to really hit, and usually in a hip hop record is competing with some sort of other low end element. So I wanted to show you guys what I do to get that kick drum to pop through even when it's hitting at the same time as the 808. I'm actually gonna have the vocals muted just because the song isn't being released yet, and so I don't want to play the whole song, but I'll just play part of the beat and then I'll kind of dive into what I did on the low end. Okay, I'm gonna take off my processing on the kick and the 808 and I'll play it again. Okay, really, really subtle. But the main move that I do whenever processing my kick in 808, if I feel like they're kind of clashing, or if I feel like that kick isn't really hitting the way I want, the first thing that I do is roll off some of the low end in the kick if I'm getting a lot of sub from the 808, which in this case I am. So I actually rolled off all the way up to 40 hertz on the kick. And then I rolled off the very, very top of the kick as well, just to clean up the high end. You can see a few peaks here. Around 125 is where this kick really felt like it was kind of, it's not the very bottom of it, but I was just getting, you know, a good sound around 125. So I went ahead and boosted that. And then around 440, and I'll actually solo this. Around 440 is where I was getting that, just that mid-range thump from that I personally like. I like a really big sounding kick, and to me the way to do that is to have the low end there, but also to, you know, bring out some mid-range in it as well. So around 440 is where I thought it felt good. The next step that I do in getting the kick to really pop out is to set up sidechain compression. So what that is, for those of you who don't know, I'm setting up a compressor on the 808 to duck the 808 anytime that the kick hits. I use a number of different compressors for this, but for some reason I chose the R comp. It sounded good. I liked what it was doing. So I chose the R comp, really fast attack, fast release. And how I set this up was I sent the kick to a bus track, to bus 1. And what I do is I set the compressor to react to anything that's hitting on bus 1. So it's sidechain or the key input. So anytime that the kick hits, this compressor is going to duck the 808. The attack and the release is so quick that you really can't, it's not noticeable. It's not really audible. You can't really hear the 808 pumping, but it's definitely getting out of the way. So I'm going to play before and after the sidechain. It's really subtle, like really, really subtle, but it just makes that kick feel more present, and it's just cutting through that much more. And then with this 808, I rolled off just the very, very lows, some of the top. Rolling off the very low end, I felt like just kind of tightened it up and gave it a little bit more clarity. And then I added a little bit of R bass around 60 hertz just to make it that much more fat. So but that sidechain compression is really what I wanted to show you guys. I use that all the time on my mixes when dealing with low end and trying to get that relationship between the kick and 808. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If so, definitely give the video a thumbs up. And I want to, again, thank you guys for all the support that you've been showing me. I'll be back with another vlog soon, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.